Two people dead of gunshot wounds in a home in Buncombe County. The discovery happened this morning. News 13 Cheryl Barber is live in the Mount Carmel community. Cheryl, what are deputies telling you about the investigation?
Well, they haven't released any names or exactly what has happened here. The home is on David Court, but we can't show you the house because deputies have kept us back from the crime scene. What we do know is that they are in the process of processing that scene, but that scene is blocked by trees and other houses. Again, they say two people are dead and that they died of gunshot wounds. So far, the investigation shows there was no forced entry, and deputies say they are not searching for a suspect at this time. Neighbors say they don't recall seeing any trouble on this street.
Never heard them argue. It's really a quiet neighborhood. Our neighbor right here, he's a sheriff deputy, so it's really, this is a good neighborhood right here. It's really hard to hear something like that.
Rick Neal says he knew something was wrong when he returned from an errand around 8 o'clock this morning and saw deputies start unrolling yellow crime scene tape at the property across the street. Now, the sheriff is here on the scene. We expect to see him in just a little bit. Hopefully he will have something to say with us that will clarify this, perhaps the release of names and exactly what happened here. And we're going to continue monitoring this investigation and have any other details coming up on News 13 at 12:30 and throughout the afternoon and the evening. Reporting live in Buncombe County, I'm Cheryl Barber, News 13.
Now to new information about this afternoon's top story. In the last 30 minutes, we have learned the double shooting in Buncombe County has now been determined to be a murder-suicide. Let's go back out to the scene there in Mount Carmel community where News 13 Cheryl Barber has been following this story for us. Cheryl, I understand you just talked to the sheriff. What does he say about what happened?
Well, the sheriff says there was a witness to this shooting. He says he received a 911 call this morning around 7:55. They responded immediately, and they found two people dead in the residence. The sheriff talked with us just minutes ago. He did not elaborate, however, on the relationship between those two people.
It is one male victim, one female victim. We're not releasing any names at this time. We have located family. Some of that family is out of state. Some of them we have been unable to contact yet, and we want to make sure that that notification is done the correct way.
The sheriff says based on an interview with the witness and other evidence, they decide this was a murder-suicide. Now, as you can see behind me here, the Sheriff's Department cars are parked actually on the street. You cannot see the house from here, primarily because it's blocked by another house and a lot of trees. He did say that the owners of this residence on David Court are not the people who are deceased. He said that this is a rental property and the owners of the property were not involved in this. We'll continue to monitor this situation, and we'll have much more later today on News 13. Reporting live in Buncombe County, I'm Cheryl Barber, News 13.